Alright, hey guys, today the topic of interest is how to change the way people see you. So in this video I'll be sharing practical ways that you can influence and impact the way that people react to you so that they do so in a more favorable way. So let's get started. So the first point I want to make is this, is that people always react to the way that you see yourself. So it starts off with you. So the beliefs you have about yourself, how you feel about yourself, and what you think about yourself has a huge impact on the way that people respond. So in any given interaction, you have to understand that you carry a vibe. And the vibe that you carry is made up of three different things. So it's made up of a positive charge, a negative charge, and a neutral charge. So when I say like positive, negative, neutral, what exactly am I talking about? So when I say a positive charge, the positive charge is all the empowering beliefs that you have about yourself. So at that given moment in time, so you may think I'm attractive, I am cool, I have all these amazing things going for me, I'm so great, everything I do succeeds. Positive vibe right there, positive charge. Then you've got on the other side the negative charge, which is all your limiting beliefs, all your insecurities, and all the parts of yourself that you're resisting. That is such a crucial part, the parts of yourself that you're resisting. So I'm going to touch on that in a second. And then you've also got your neutral charge. And the neutral charge is the parts of yourself that you neither like nor dislike. You just accept them and you're like, yeah, you know, it is what it is, kind of thing. And these things add up together to create the charge that you carry in that interaction at that given moment in time, or in other words, the vibe that you're carrying at that moment in time. And the vibe that you carry at that moment in time has a huge impact on the behavior you display, and people pick up on it at a subconscious level. So for example, very basic example, let's say you have a very negative charge, so you have a lot of limiting beliefs, you don't think you're attractive, you don't think you're cool, you think you know, things aren't great, you think everybody's more important than you are, what you want isn't important at that given moment in time, who you're being at that time, you display that sort of behavior. So maybe you come across as like hunched shoulders, or you come across as timid, you won't make eye contact, you allow people to walk all over you and disrespect you because you don't believe that it's important for you to stand up for yourself, or you don't believe that you can stand up for yourself at that moment in time. And people pick up on that. So like I said, maybe not consciously, but subconsciously they'll look at you and they'll be like, oh, see, this person allows all this stuff to happen to them. You can tell that they don't think that they're cool and they don't think that they're amazing, so I can treat them that way, so it must be true, so I'll treat them in that way. And they will. Whereas on the other hand, like if you have a more positive charge, you think that you're important, you think you're significant. If somebody tries to step over your boundaries, you stand up for yourself. Right, you make eye contact, you assert your authority, you assert your thoughts because you believe that you have something valuable to share. Right, so it's down. So people are always responding to how you see yourself, and it's so true. And oftentimes society will try to throw labels at you and say like, you know, the only reason people don't like you is because you're disabled. That's what it is. Or the only treat you badly because you're disabled, or you're stupid, or you're ugly. That's what it is. It's because you're fat. You hear things like that, but those things are not true. Right. It's down to how you see yourself. That's how it works. And one prime example is this motivational speaker. He was born with no hands and no legs. Can't remember his name, but he's famous for the quote that says, the only handicap in life is a bad attitude. Amazing guy. So this guy's got no arms and no legs, but he's got a beautiful wife. He's got an attractive child. He's going out busy doing amazing motivational seminars, impacting people's lives in a big way, making good money. He's a happy guy, right? And then, like, on the surface level, you think, like, oh, you know, he's got no arms and no legs. How unfortunate. Nobody deserves that. Oh, I should feel sorry for him. Yeah, and people give him that sympathy. But, no, that's not how he sees himself. Things are going well for him. And the reason things are going well for him is because he doesn't view himself as somebody who's handicapped. He sees himself as somebody who's more well-able. He sees himself as somebody who's got an emotional and strong story to share with other people to impact them in a positive way. And everybody responds to that. That's how they see him. They see him in that light. That's how he was able to get that beautiful woman, and have that beautiful child, because he didn't feel sorry for himself. Then you've got other people on the other hand who are attractive. They have loads of things going for them, but they don't believe that they're worth much, and they struggle to get a date. Right? If he can do it, yeah, you can do it. Right? So you have to understand that you can have whatever you want in this life. You can be whoever you want to be in this life. There are lots of parallel realities you could be living right now if you wanted to. You could be a millionaire. You can be whatever you want. All you have to do is change your self-image, change your self-concept, and you get the thing that you want. So this brings about the question, so how do we reduce our negative charge so that we can enhance our positive charge in all our interactions? And one way that we can really reduce our negative charge is through a self-acceptance. So like I said before, our negative charge is mostly built up of our insecurities and limiting beliefs. But our insecurities and limiting beliefs are mostly fueled by resistance within ourselves. It's due to a lack of acceptance. So when you have a lack of acceptance, when it comes to your insecurities, at that given moment in time, it fuels them, because you often try overcompensate for your insecurities. You try rub them off. You don't want to face them. You try to deny them, and all that does is lead to more pain. So what I suggest to you guys is one exercise which will work wonders for you. I normally recommend it to people who struggle with body image, but yeah, it works. So what I highly recommend for you to do is this: every day, twice a day, you go to the mirror and you look at yourself, and depending wherever that insecurity is, keep that in mind. So you look in the mirror and you say to yourself, I wholly love and accept you just the way you are. You say that to yourself. And then you'll find that when you start doing that, you'll feel some sort of inner resistance. You find that there's certain parts of yourself that you don't like looking at. You'll find that all these thoughts will arise, all these times where maybe you fell short, all these times where you weren't good enough, or evidence that tells you that you may not be good enough. But when those thoughts arise, you say it again. You say, I wholly love and accept myself just the way I am. I wholly love and accept you just the way you are right now. And you keep saying that to yourself, and you do that at least 20 times. And you'll find that eventually the resistance will dissolve, and eventually you start to feel at peace and at ease with yourself. But initially, when the resistance arises, or when those thoughts arise, you don't try change those thoughts. So you don't try change the feelings that you have inside. So you don't try fight the resistance. You don't be like, no, it's not right. I love myself right now. You don't fight it. You observe the resistance. See where it is in your body. Pay attention to the way you feel the physical sensations in your body. And then you say it again. And over time, those insecurities, if you're consistent with this, those insecurities will begin to dissolve, and they'll move from the negative charge more to the neutral charge. And you'll find that if the things that you're able to change, right, you'll be able to, you'll be more motivated to change those things. So if it's like, maybe it's weight or something, like maybe you think like you're too big, just by doing that, by moving to the neutral charge, you'll come to the point where you're more motivated to do something about it, and then maybe you're able to change your body for the better and turn it into a positive charge. And if there's certain things that you can't change, well, you'll learn to accept them, and you won't be fighting them anymore. Or if it's a mistake you've made, you'll be able to face the reality of the mistake and say, okay, that's fine. This is the mistake I made, but I won't make that mistake again in the future. I've learned from this. Because you have to understand, self-acceptance of the reality that you're facing right now, acceptance of where you are right now, is a prerequisite to change. People often think like, I'm just going to change right now, without accepting the reality of where they are, because that's the first step. Right? You can't start taking your medicine until you accept that you're ill at that moment in time. When you realize that you're ill, you take that medicine and you get better. Right? If you don't accept the fact that you're ill, you don't accept the fact that you're not feeling very well, you're not gonna take the medicine. Right? Maybe a very weak analogy, but you get what I'm saying. So it's really about how you see yourself and the vibe that you carry, and people will respond to that. So guys, that's the end of this video. I hope that's made sense. If you have any feelings, please comment below. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and press the bell at the bottom for me. I appreciate you. Alright, goodbye guys. Peace.